Hey everyone, Hobo4Craft, aka MrHobo here, bringing to you another Shoutcast, and today we're gonna have Arew versus Entity. I believe that's how you pronounce both of their names, neither of which I'm familiar with. I don't know if they are that good of players, but they were on se2rep.net, so I assume it's a good replay. They did get 2.5 out of 3 shields, which are basically stars. I don't know why they just don't use stars. But one thing before this game starts, because it's an incredibly slow load, probably because it's my first replay of the day, I'd like for you guys to just comment, give me some feedback, tell me how delicious my voice is or how much I click on things. Always looking to improve, so thanks a lot if you do. Oh, and don't forget to rate, that's also helpful as well. But anyway, we're going to have Entity, NTT, very clever name, spawning as the blue Terran on the bottom left of the Zelnaga Caverns, which is a new map, and Arew spawning on the top right as the red Protoss. And I say it's a new map because it was not in beta, and I was quite pleased that Blizzard actually did add on, I believe, 2 new maps uh, to the repertoire of, ooh, we're going to get a proxy pylon in Entity's base, and that's going to mean, ooh, units being warped in. Oh, this could be really bad because Entity doesn't even know about it. Oh, wow, this is going to be interesting to see. And keeping this probe in the base because he doesn't want him to see it come out, then he would be suspicious. But like I said, ooh, oh, he's going to build the gateway right in the base, so we're going to get really early cheese going on here. Oh my gosh, wow. This is something you don't see too often. Maybe not often enough, but, geez, getting a little excited here. Just, yeah, really happy that Blizzard did add 2 new maps. I forget what the other one was. But we're going to have a double gateway push inside of Entity's base, and he has absolutely no idea what's going on right now. He's probably going to scout and be a little suspicious. I know I would. There's nothing whatsoever in Arew's base except for just these probes, and he is in fact chrono boosting out some probes to get his economy up. He does need a lot if he's going to be pumping out a ton of zealots from 2 gateways. I'd assume he will save up a couple chrono boosts for these zealots here, and he is going to be doing that, sending them straight to this mineral line. If I were Entity right now, I would be so skeptical. But oh, we're gonna see a bunker in Arew's base, so it's a double cheese going on here. Entity taking advantage of the fact that nothing's here, but I don't think he even knows that that Arew's right in his base, and here comes the first zealot being pumped right into Entity's mineral line. Oh my gosh, and he's actually going to lift off. What? Where is he going? This is crazy, but the bunker does go up, and there's a Marine in it now, so are you kidding me? Is he gonna build a barracks right here? What is he doing? Oh, is he gonna lift? And Arew now expoing an Entity's base. What is going on, you guys? Am I going crazy? And now they're swapping bases? What? Is this actually happening? They're swapping bases. There was a proxy pylon, chrono boosted a bunch of zealots out of 2 gateways, and now they are literally trading bases. Is this like, is this the common standard Zelnaga Cavern strategy in PvT? Because I just haven't been watching games like this. Oh my god. This is absolutely the most ridiculous game I've ever seen in my Starcraft 2 career, which is only 3 months, but come on, you gotta admit. Salvaging this bunker, he will get full resources from that. I'm just gonna try to play this off. I'm just gonna play this off, you guys. So, yeah, okay. Entity keeping this bunker so that he will have some kind of defense. Entity calls good luck, smiley face, and Arew gives him a smiley face, and Entity's just like, okay, restart. Wow, I'm liking these guys already. Um, so yeah, let's get back to that. So we've got Entity, the blue Terran spawning on the top right, and we've got Arew, the red Protoss spawning on the bottom left. And hopefully we're going to see a good game here. Probably no cheese going to be going on. Very standard players we've got here. Just sending out his mules to recover his economy and putting down double refineries. We could see some kind of transition into Marauder Marine and possibly Medevac. I would also go for this double refinery just because you haven't been getting gas whatsoever. You really want to pump it out at this stage. Pretty important for Terran, no matter what kind of tech you're going to be aiming for. So pretty important. We're getting one assimilator down for the Protoss Arew, and it hasn't really been doing much except just chrono boosting out these probes. Somewhat of a smart idea. He definitely won't expect any type of early push from NTT, so he's pretty safe in that manner. And NTT now putting up a scout supply depot. So he will be able to see this little area, but also very important to see if any kind of cheese goes on here for some kind of warp prism kind of drop or something of the other. We are going to see a fast command center for that expo. Cybernetics core down. We're going to see some stalkers being pumped out, not chrono boosting them out, using that all still on the Nexus. Very smart idea. Really needs to recover his economy. And we're probably just going to see another pylon go down here. Yeah, that is what we're going to see. But fast expand, kind of debatable if Entity should be going for that, just because those stalkers are so mobile, especially in comparison to the Marines. Faster, have a longer range. Marines have like 4 range, 6 or 5 range. Okay, and the stalkers I believe has 6. Let's see. Yeah, they do have 6. So it's a 6 range versus 5. So you're gonna have to defend this command center really well. Probably put up a bunker or two, but we'll see how he is going to defend that if Arew does decide to be a little offensive. We're actually gonna see a 1-1-1 build here, which is a pretty nice opt, something pretty nice to opt to. It's pretty standard, and it's getting a lot more common in Terran play against all races, but you mainly see it against Zerg. The main thing you see against Protoss in this kind of matchup is just Marine Marauder pushes with a Medevac. But we're lifting the factory off the tech lab, so we could see some sort of Banshees maybe, because they do require tech lab. We'll see what's going to go on here. Maybe a Raven? I do like those point defense drones. They are just the best, and those turrets are great for harass, but who knows what Entity has up his sleeve. Come on, buddy, build something so I know what's going on here. But we're going to see him just saturate this command center and actually morphing it into a planetary fortress. So this is going to be really hard to get to just destroy for Arew. So not opting for any bunkers of any sort. Does know he does need a lot of defense, so he is putting up that planetary fortress. Good choice, and we actually are going to see a Banshee. Now putting a tech lab on the factory, we can expect to see tanks. I wouldn't expect Thors whatsoever. Completely uncommon against Protoss, but then again, so is base swapping. But I still can't get over that, guys. Excuse me. One thing about the planetary fortress, as your first expo, you're gonna be a little bit behind in economy. Economy? Yeah, you're gonna be a little bit behind in economy. Farther behind than you would if you got the orbital command, because you're not going to have those mules. You can see he is putting these mules down at the expo. That's because this is less saturated, which means there's a lot less crowdage, so you're going to mine more efficiently. So it's a very smart idea to put that mule down there where there's less clutter. A Templar Archives going down. Ooh, interesting. We could see some high Templar action going on. We do have the Twilight Council. Immortal pumping out from the robotics facility. Ooh, didn't see that go. Oh, we do have Cloak on the Banshee, and he's going to take down quite a few probes. There goes one probe. 2, 3. Oh my gosh, there's a 4th probe going down. Oh, I wonder how many more he will be able to pick off. There are no observers whatsoever. He's now chrono boosting one out. Very smart move. There goes down another probe. Lagging. I don't know why I'm lagging. So, and there goes another probe. So that's, oh my gosh. Is that 10 probes already? But an observer comes out and being a little careless with this Banshee. Oh, and it almost goes down. Did take out one stalker in the meantime, but the Banshees are in fact faster than these stalkers, and he was able to scoot out of there without losing any Banshees. A very good play there by Entity. He will be able to repair that if he chooses to do so. But wow, he was able to take out 11 probes, I think, which is huge. Especially when this expo just went out, because now he can't really saturate it. He has to focus on his main again. So very good play there. Does also allow Entity to stall and just get more time to build up, trapping his tank in here, but salvaging the bunker. Gonna move these Marines out, and doesn't have Stimpec yet. He doesn't have a tech lab on his. Oh, he has 2 tech labs here. Getting down 3 more barracks, so a total of 4 racks. So, I mean, I don't know why he wouldn't be pumping out Marines and Marauders at this point. Getting that concussive shell and Stimpack is so important. I would do that as soon as possible. Even combat shield if you're going to get a lot of Marines, because that plus 10 life is huge. And not really making use of this Templar Archives so far. But a pylon did go down, and these warp gates are now powered down because this pylon was critical. Ooh, was powering both of these, and now putting down another pylon and 3 more gateways, which definitely will turn into warp gates. But oh, a very aware player Entity is, taking advantage of things like that, just exploiting Protost's weak points. I do like that play. I do like it a lot, and still picking off even more probes. I think we got 3 more probes picked off right there, but the observers was standing at hand, and these stalkers will. We're able to just fend off this Banshee coming in, trying to scope around a little bit, but this observer's right here. He's gonna get shot down. Yep, there we go. Oh my gosh. You're gonna lose that Banshee. Okay. Microing these very well. He did take a lot of damage, but the stalker only took shield damage, so we'll be able to regenerate that. So not much of a damage toll there. And ooh, a Raven is going to be coming out. I do love this play by Terran players. Like I said, point defense drone just blocks off so much damage. It is huge, especially against a stalker, a heavy range composition. It's so helpful. And we're just gonna have a lot of tanks, a lot of Marauders coming out. Wow, not many Marines being produced, and that's heavily due to the fact of this composition that Arew has here. And surprisingly, he has not that many units. Not as much as you think he would with all of these warp gates, but then again, his economy has been hindered from that base swap and also from that harass of those Banshees, which really did help a bunch. And I'm just going to go to the income tab here, and we can see that Entity definitely is ahead by about 300 minerals a minute, does have 11 more harvesters, which is just about the amount that Entity picked off with those Banshees. So you can see that that stuff really does matter. And I'm just gonna go to the APM tab here, just a nice little tab, see how these players are microing their little hearts out. And we're gonna actually see a push from Entity here. Gonna go to the production tab. I think that's a little more useful, and look at all of these upgrades. We're gonna be seeing a Ghost Academy going down, so we could see EMP on the way pretty soon here, which is very important against Protoss. Does diminish those shields right away. We're going to see Terran infantry armor and Terran weapons level 2 on both of those. So he has been very proactive about upgrades, which is very important in any type of play, any race. And we're going to see a little bit of a counter here. This medevac goes down right away. That's going to be no heals. And a Psystorm does go down. I didn't even see that High Templar being pushed out. So much damage, but these tanks are sieged up and doing so much damage. He should siege up these other ones. But oh my gosh, I think a turret went down. I'm not sure if it was a point defense drone. Oh, he does need to siege up these tanks right away, or else they will be completely useless. He needs to be doing all that damage. 2 Psystorms did go down, took out all of these Marauders and Marines, and oh my gosh, these tanks are now being falsified. Another Psystorm goes down, and this Immortal just cleaning up these tanks. Oh my gosh. This Raven now backing out, and that was just huge. I believe that